But I truly feel that to be at a certain level, that you have to be odd-minded as well. I mean, I have known you ever since then, and I think Shivjeet Khullar is known because of that. Do you like the notorious Shivjeet Khullar? Do you like that version of him?
So now I'm changed a lot. I don't I don't have coffee even. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I meditate 4 hours a day. And I'm not any less creative. Meaning nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with this. But I feel that the number one sin as per the Upanishads is arrogance.
Yes.
Well, arrogance is
Take someone up.
there's too much of it. Too much of it. Especially where we live in North India. So I feel that I just feel that when you're young, you may get into that. But treating other people not well is, not.
It is, yeah. It is not considered. Like in today's time, you to definitely can't do it. That time you might get away with certain stuff like that. So yeah, Bole Mere hits. I love Uncle Chips. After that, of course, your journey started. Tell me one thing, out of curiosity, have you ever been part of the casting couch and how ugly is it?
I've not been part, but I've seen some.
Yeah.
Like, I know that at one time they used to do this famous beauty contest. And I know a guy who used to personally check whether the women were wearing padded or not. So he would actually check it. So, yeah.
Like physically go and check.
So I know, but I feel actually probably because of my father being in the forces,
Yeah.
that sort of respect of women was sort of ingrained in you. So, yeah, but there was a lot of things going on.
I'm sure. And you were telling me about Shah Rukh Khan as well. Like, let's talk about that fun shoot of his. Like, how did
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. So whenever someone asks me a celebrity funny story, this is the one I know best. I'll tell you this story.
Yeah.
So Shah Rukh, by the way, is the most mischievous guy.
Okay.
The cleverest and most mischievous guy. So we were shooting for something called Shah Rukh Mayur Khan, a famous ad in those days.
Okay.
And I remember when I wrote this line, Shah Rukh Mayur Khan, he agreed to do all the commercials with my shooting,
Wow.
but he didn't want the word Shah Rukh Mayur Khan. He said, I don't want this. So they sent me to meet him.
Okay.
He said, I'll do everything, but I'll not use this word, Shah Rukh Mayur Khan.
But why Mayur Khan?
Because Mayur shootings.
Okay.
So I wanted it to be together. I said, Shah Rukh boss, if you do this ad, everybody remembers Shah Rukh Khan, but not Mayur shooting. So I need this word in the middle. So I remember him looking at me and he said, okay, agreed. And you write damn well, so I won't call you cooler, I'll call you killer. Okay, ठीक है.
Lovely.
So we had this guy called Pankaj Gupta,
Okay.
whom Shah Rukh would plan pranks with us. Pranks was a big thing. So one day he set up this prank, and on the table he was sitting here, Pankaj there, I'm there, etc. And suddenly Shah Rukh starts going, okay, he said, this spit is coming out. So Pankaj is staring at him. Then Shah Rukh starts shouting. Shah Rukh says, six, six, I can see number six. I say, six, six. And he called Pankaj, bashed him on the head, six, that, duck. And he ran off. He ran outside.
Okay.
So Pankaj, what happened? Then Mukul Anand was, find six, yeah, go find the number six. So Pankaj was running, and behind the last changing room door, we had written six.
Wow.
So Pankaj Gupta came back and told Shah Rukh, Shah Rukh at that time re-entered, I found six. Shah Rukh said, God, thank God. And he ran off, acting mad. So then Pankaj said, what happened? He said, no, Shah Rukh, he gets these fits. And when he gets these fits, then, he goes running. So is your head paining? Pankaj obviously had a measure 6'10". He said, I think you also got it.
Yeah.
Check up that. What did Shah Rukh? The third day Shah Rukh was there. He got Salman. So we had to pay him 25 lakhs.
Okay.
In those days, you could get Shah Rukh for 25 lakhs. ठीक है, अब तो बढ़ गया है, 8 crore है. And Shah Rukh had taken 12.5. When Salman Khan came and said, "Aisa try, maisa le." So they're acting in front of Shah, and he telling, "Can you find me 10 lakhs?" So all the people I worked with, all the people I worked with, I found him really the most clever and humorous guy. Basically. So he was clever, he was humorous. I found this guy great, difficult to get along with. Ajay Devgan. I'm a big Ajay Devgan fan.
Yes, I know you worked.
But he was very sort of aloof. He used to come and go. So the different Bomay Rani was the friendliest guys.
Born Rani, I've heard so much.
Too good.
Yeah.
Kapil Dev, too good. So only when you work closely with these people do you understand who's friendly, who's not friendly, because the public persona is something else.
What were your learnings from them? Did you learn something which was out of the box from them?
I learned one very funny, not funny thing. For them to get where
To that point.
there must be something extraordinary in each of them.
Okay.
And you have to figure that out. Like in Shah Rukh's, and Shah Rukh was, he was clear. He said, my confidence is what we were. So everyone, the confidence of a person, like the most confident person I feel is Narendra Modi.
Yes.
That guy, he knew before anybody knew, when USA sort of kicked him out, he was fixed that he would become prime minister. So one of these is the confidence these guys have, the faith that they have, and yes, I think all of them agree, and luck. Luck has to play a big role in this. I mean, come on, yeah. If the right place at the right time makes a huge difference. But yeah, the common thread is confidence, belief. Often belief when nothing is going right, that will go right for you, and a lot of luck. These are probably the good factors.
Yeah. I agree. But yeah, I mean, I'll just add 2 cents to it. I think, what makes Shah Rukh Khan in today's time is his humility. I think because in the public perspective, like his persona is very different. Like he's a father, he's a friend, he's also a humble human. So do you think these kind of things also, like Ajay Devgan has a different persona altogether?
So you're very right. What is their public persona and what they are privately are different. Like
Two different
we shot with Sunny
Yeah.
Leon, and actually, she literally sits like a sweet schoolgirl,
Wow.
laughing this and that. Moment camera on, Sunny is looking at Shakti. So
The
all the
sexuality
thing
comes.
just switch on and switch off. So when we worked with Amitabh Bachchan, so my friend Sid was working with him on Convent at Pati. He is being fed each line in his ear.
Wow.
So he's sitting there and he's shooting. And then Sid is telling him, "Acha, jiske saath baithe ho, his mother is in the 5th row. And she's the one who lost her husband. So without breathing. And so they literally know this switch. One switch goes on and goes off also.
Yeah.
So that is what I find remarkable. The people.
But do you also think that sometimes being in such an industry, you get emotionless as well? Like when you have, see, it's an industry full of filters. That's what I call it. Like when you have so many filters on, do you think you lose your sense of humanity and emotions?
So one of the things is that they they can't afford to have too much humility or sensitivity or sympathy because so many people want so many things from them. So they have to be very careful,
Selectively.
very careful, very guarded. But you might be right. I mean, you at a certain point of time, you have to, I mean, you just have to have your guard up all the time. But yeah, sometimes so I remember once we got down Shakira basically
Yeah.
for a concert, and Shakira's team had told us everything that she wanted down from the Mercedes class. It's called a rider, right down to the mineral water.
Wow. Okay.
So they had wanted some mineral water, energy drink. Let's say, I don't know what it's called, dynamite,
Yeah.
available in Colombia. We didn't have that. And we only had Red Bull. For example.
Yeah.
So we took permission for them to serve, gave her Red Bull. And before the show, I was with her in the trailer. And I said, "Are you all set for it?" She said, "Yeah, but I'm not feeling the energy. You didn't give me my Red Bull." And she's laughing and she's laughing at my face. So you can get little moments with these people. They're like good moments. By and large, you're right. They have to literally be very, very careful
Very poised is what I.
all the time.
Yeah, that's.
Look at you. So poised.
No, no.
No, you're going to be a star.
No, no.
In the confidence.
I mean, okay, talking about me, I think I have a confidence, but I'm not poised at all. I think I'm very unfiltered and very unhinged, is what I feel. But do you think in your entire journey, you ever lost that charm of, being, because of course, you've had your ups and downs. So did you ever feel and ever say, like, say fuck you to the world maybe and be like, yeah, man, I mean, these guys are not worth my time?
Yeah. So you mean get fed up with
Yes, if that's a word.
people or fed up with yourself, which is get fed up with what you have to do. No?
See, with yourself, so I think there are phases. Everyone does get fed up of themselves at some point of time. That phase does come into everyone's life. But with people in general, did you ever, like, because it's such a stressful industry, like I've seen it with my own father. He literally, he's gotten bored by pulling his own hair. So, I mean, did you ever say, "Okay, let's just chuck everything, say fuck you to the world and leave"?
Not leave, but I had many. So I remember PVR.
Yes, the cinema.
So we were pitching for the PVR account and we were waiting for Ajay Bijli to come. And my team had literally worked 6 months to get that meeting.
Wow.
Now, Ajay Bijli came 10 minutes late. And I went into the hall to check it out. But obviously, the usher didn't let me in. Ticket nahi hai. I said, boss, I can't do it. He didn't care. So I was so angry by the time Ajay Bijli came. He sat down. Some excuse, I threw a fit, I walked out. So
You walked out.
I walked out. So I remember these are times when I just lost it and I shouldn't have. Like I remember with Pawan Munjal. So we had some meeting with Pawan Munjal. And he said something, I said something. So it doesn't mean that you're sitting opposite a man worth 40,000 crores. But despite that, if you hear something and you're fatigued, you snap, you snap. So you're right. I mean, there is nothing to say when you will snap or not snap. Also, the guys who keep snapping, they don't make it. Na? You take a look at, as good as Sachin Tendulkar was a guy called Kamli. Kamli? Arul Kamli?
Me, Ajay Kam.
Ajay Kamli.
Yes.
Equal. But what happened? Who snapped along the way? Who didn't? So temperament, this is what it is. Temperament is the key to long-term success.
Agreed.
And it is, you've seen it, yeah. A batsman, he can score 200 runs, but one wrong shot, you're out.
Yeah.
So I think, yes, the price of fame is you just do one wrong thing at the wrong time and you had it. So you got to be careful, but people keep snapping, basically.
With this part of the journey to you being an author, why am I connecting the two dots? Is because one profession requires so much patience, a lot of self introspection, and a lot of peace. Whereas the advertising industry, where you're just snapping at people, you're just shouting, you're just going for parties, it's a very people oriented field versus journalism, which is a very introverted field. How did you make that? I mean, you always were a journalist or so-called an author, and you've sold so many books. So how did that shift come?
So I have a friend,
Okay.
and no one knows that he's one of my best friends. Even I don't know it because sometimes he doesn't want to meet me, but he owns Times of India. Okay.
Okay.
So he was the guy who told me, we will ask you to write a humor column, but you have to give us every 2 weeks that column for 15 years. But
Yes, yes, yes.
so for 15 years, that discipline of writing and giving that column, that is literally how my writing discipline got settled. So once you get into, there's an author called Stephen King, by the way. He's a horror author.
Yes, yes.
He is famous for saying, every time I get onto a bus, I know there are 5 better authors than me in the bus, but they don't have the discipline to sit and write.
Wow.
So once you acquire that discipline, okay, and I'll tell you how I wrote my first book.
Yes, please.
So I have been bankrupt twice in my life.
Wow.
So in my life, I've been poor and rich and poor. Now I don't know.
As everyone has those phases, I think that's very fair.
Now I don't know that rich or poor. I mean, I could get a better shirt, but roughly I'm okay now, basically. So
Yeah.
once after one of my bankruptcies, I was coming back into my new business. And to get back into life, I started writing a book. Every day I wrote a book called Taking a Taj.
Yes, of course.
And that writing actually gave me the strength to get back into life. And I still remember in that book, there's a sniper called Rohan, by the way.
Okay.
And what I was feeling, I wrote into him.
Wow.
Very interesting guy. Huh? He has all these dreams and nightmares and this and that when he's doing his sniping, etc. All these voices in his head. And he ultimately, in that book, he shoots the terrorist leader's girlfriend. So that guy demands his execution. So when that guy calls him there, terrorist leader, and you want to shoot him, he also salutes him. He says, I have to shoot you, but I salute your talent. And the last thing, the last words he says to the terrorist leader before he shoots him, you know what they are?
What?
Thank God. Because finally the voices in head will stop
Wow.
with that shot. So literally I was really
You were feeling that.
that I
Yeah.
fucking shoot myself in the head. So that's how writing helps. Like if you channelize
Yes.
yourself out, it helps. So that's the difference between advertising and writing to an extent. Advertising, you are writing stuff to entertain people. But writing, if you
You're venting out your own.
your own, yes, you put your own blood, sweat, tears onto a page, and that's how you write. So that's the difference between these two.
Did you ever feel like, did you ever give a certain career more weightage than the other? Like, did you ever feel that, oh, maybe I should just quit advertising, just write books, or maybe I should not do advertising and do events, or maybe I should do something else, or host shows for that matter? Did you ever give weightage to any career?
Yeah, I think maybe it's important to know where you are, in which career, how relevant you are,
Of course.
and how long you have to go. So, like, I don't do advertising anymore. So,
Yes.
10 years back, I left advertising and I started an online company. It's an online research company. Now, 6 months ago, I launched a new game.
Yes.
Then some people came to me to say, will you write a book on humor? And I thought about it, but I realized nobody's reading. So now I do humor on Instagram. So I got this
Through your reels, yeah. For the people, you must watch Jeet Sir's.
yeah. You must show one reel in this thing. So you got to know where you are. You got to keep moving. And there's something very interesting, by the way, that Steve Jobs said about Bob Dylan. If you look at any of these guys, Bob Dylan went through 6 phases of music.
Okay.
Hussein, Orish Maiti, they go through,
This was really, yeah.
they all go through their phases. So as a creative